All right, welcome back, and we're gonna be starting chapter 3. Actually, I literally just finished chapter 2. I'm thinking if I had some thoughts about it. Was so chapter 2 was so similar to chapter 1, and I thought that there would be too much interesting. I thought there was going to be something too interesting with Kotomi's route, but it's more like a setup route for Yasuko or something. Because I got more interested with Yasuko than whatever Kotomi was thinking, and even then, it's like most of it is stuff we already knew. So it's just set up. Anyway, let's get started with chapter 3, and chapter 3 is Takashima Zakuro. Let's start this one. Big chunk. The silent tranquility of the classroom is broken by a clamorous clattering. Despite the fact the door hasn't even been opened with all that much force. Ozawa comes into the classroom. Everyone is scared of him. No one says a word. But that only seems to irritate him even more. He walks towards me.
Takashima,
I have no choice but to obey. I follow after him, looking at his back as I tread along. Misery. My life is nothing but misery.
しかしいいこと知ったよな。超優等生の高島ザクロが売りをしてたなんてな。
声が大きいです。
わかってるよ。まあ学校で唯一の客である俺には格安でちゃんとサービスしろよな。
わかりました。だから少しだけ声を小さくしてください。
The meal 1 year ago has gone and passed. The girl who was surrounded by friends was blessed with a well-off family who lived in happiness is no more. All that's left is a husk of a girl, blackmailed to sell her body to her classmate on the cheap. How far a person can fall. He brings me to the rooftop. Some time ago, this rooftop used to be crowded with friend groups eating lunch, but ever since this man started hanging around here, nobody dares to go near it.
じゃ、そろそろ始めるか。
はい。
I get on my knees and begin undoing his zipper.
ああ、そうそう。今日は口じゃなくてさ、アナルでやらせろよ。
はい。またですか。
ああ、だって俺が開発した場所じゃねえかよ。
開発って。
でも実際に気持ちいいのは確かだろ。
それは。
No thanks to you. It was only because you made me take some of your gang's drugs.
ほら、薬代は俺持ちにしてやるからさ。
薬はいいです。
Of course. The drugs are dangerous. I lose myself if I take them when having sex. It's like my whole body becomes an erogenous zone. And of course, my ass becomes more sensitive than you could ever imagine.
いいからさ、ほら、飲めよ。
He shoves a pill that could easily pass for a piece of candy into my mouth. Even Yakuza don't use drugs on me. But this guy? Wait, even Yakuza don't use drugs on me? What the hell? So even the Yakuza is involved with Zakuro. What the fuck?
どうだ、もう濡れているんじゃねえか。
He's right. I can tell from my already damp panties, but I can't really feel it otherwise. I'm just like Pablo's dog, beginning to salivate the moment I realize I'll be rewarded. No. That would imply what I'm about to do is some kind of reward. That's not true. It's anything but. I go into a daze, My thoughts refuse to come together.
なんだよこれ。帰りノーパンじゃねえとダメなんじゃねえか。
When I come back to my senses, Ozawa is playing with the area between my legs. It's only then I realize my panties are already at my knees. I can't feel anything. Because of the drugs, all my body can feel... No. I can't even say I'm feeling anything. I'm just wet. Now, once read in the book that when a woman is being raped, her body will still produce sexual fluids to protect itself. So even if I can't feel it, my body is still secreting them. I don't feel it. I don't feel anything. I can't feel.
最近はあまり人が入ってこないからって、普通そのままにしておくかな。こんな姿見つかったら、一番やばいの小沢だろうに。
Well, that's a waste to think about. There's probably no point anyway. Put back on my clothes and open the rooftop door.
普通にお昼ご飯食べ損ねた。
Well, it's just some bread. I can eat it anywhere, really.
あ、高島さん。若月さん。
Wakatsuki Gotomi, a classmate of mine, comes running up to me from down the hall.
午前中の世界史のノートを見せてもらえないかな。世界史のですか？本当にごめん。授業中に気がついてたら寝ててさ。こんなこと頼めるの高島さんぐらいだから。若月さんは皆さんと仲いいじゃないですか。だからその中で私みたいなバカでもわかるぐらい適切なノート取ってるのって高島さんだけだからお願い。なんかおごるからさ。いいですよ。別にタダで。本当に？
Wakatsuki Gotomi. What an interesting person. She's the only one who still talks to me like she used to. I'd say she struggles with reading the mood, but it's more like she just deliberately chooses not to. Well, considering Gotomi's route being very, she's the type to really help out a person. Well, the what I'm uploading doesn't include what I'm going to be talking about because it's part of the age scene in Kotomi's route, but it's really important you read through the age scene in Kotomi's route. You get a better idea of how far she's willing to help out a person. And in the terms of like authentically helping out a person, sincerely helping out a person, not like, you know, I did mention age scene, so that's something to think about. I want you guys to read that on your own, but like anyway, just important to think about like Kotomi being a sincere person who's willing to help out in a very sincere manner and not in a very thoughtful sincere manner. All right, let's continue. Normally the current me would find surface level social interactions a pain, but strangely enough I don't feel that way at all with her. Well, there was this one time she helped me out with a troublesome customer.
若月さんは友達ですからノートぐらい貸しますよ。本当に？昼休み中に書き写して返すからね。
Well, okay, an addendum to what I said earlier was that she, Kotomi was supposedly would visit Ozawa in a way to help him. You know what Yukito was like. What Yukito tried in the big early on when he tried to help Ozawa out of like his gang life or whatever you call it. And Yasuko was well aware that Kotomi goes downtown to, I guess, try to reattempt to get Ozawa out of his current life, but we already know Ozawa's in the far end at this point. Anyway, let's continue.
はいはい。でも急がなくていいですからね。本当、高島さんって私の天使だわ。
She's a marvelous person, by the way. That laugh. It feels like she's on the verge of going. She's about to blow up. You know, that kind of laugh. Kind of scared me for a bit. In my current position, by all rights, I should just be an annoying existence, going about a fun, fairly unremarkable life. But when she's here, I feel like I can go back to being my old self.
そうか。何？なんか今納得した？いえ、単に若月さんってモテそうだなと。私が？全然男子に告白されたことなんてほとんどないよ。でも女子ならあるんじゃないですか？
To be fair, I can imagine the real reason why guys don't like her as much is because of Yuki being all around her, people, but like, since, girls, well, we have Yasuko there. And now we're gonna add Zakuro, I guess.
それはね、剣道をやっているからさ、後輩とかは憧れとそういう感情がごっちゃになるんだろうね。そうでしょうか。そうだよ。女の子が女の子とか好きにならないでしょ。
You know what? I just had a single thought while I was listening to a couple lines earlier. What if when they were thinking about making Yuki, from Super Hebe, it's actually just a combination of Kotomi and Yukito. I don't know, man. I just had that weird thought, but I it's nothing to be like. It's more like a hunch, but it's not like it comes from a place of I can reason it right now or anything. It's just like, hey, that's an idea, but I don't even know if that's anywhere true or if it's like probably proven false in the first instance. But like, it's just a weird thought. Anyway, I wonder about that. In the past, I could have said that without thinking, but now, when I feel nothing but disgust toward men, I'm surprisingly open to that kind of relationship existing. Maybe, if I could cry in someone's arms right now, I'd want to be embraced by a dignified woman like Wakatsuki. Perhaps her touch could heal me. Read Kotomi's age scene, man. You gotta read that shit.
いや、ダメだな。え？もっとダメ？違います。違いますよ。ノートは大丈夫です。
No. What's no good is how beautiful you are. You're too pure. I've been dirtied all the way to the bottom of my heart. If I were to embrace you, even that purity would be tainted. I couldn't bear that.
ただ、綺麗な花が咲いていたとしたら、それを摘んでしまうような真似はできないという話です。綺麗な花？そうですね。咲いてますね。それより雑談してていいのですか？ノートを写すのでは？そうだ、ごめん、急がなきゃだよ。
It must be nice, huh? To be so comfortable in your life. You're calm no matter who you're talking to. You keep up the conversation. You make me forget about everything for a moment. Even though I've already lost my everyday life. That day, a strange envelope came in the mail. An envelope without a stamp, meaning someone probably put it in the mailbox directly. I crunch it up and throw it in the trash without a second thought. Wait, the letter said, "What are your problems, blah blah blah." What the hell? I wonder what's the mail. I pass through the gates and am greeted by a view of the school building. I let out a sigh as that scenery comes into view. It wasn't like this before. I used to stand here, look at the school building, and look forward to the day ahead of me. But it's different now. What I can see in front of me is the exact same as before, but it's completely different. When I look at this building now, all I can think is how today is going to be a repetition of the same things I've already done. Why is it like this now? No, I know exactly why. Ever since that day, a normal life had been a pipe dream to me. Because back then, I had normal friends and was able to lead a normal life. My school life was fulfilling. I did all right, if not better.
高島さん、期末試験の成績どうだった？ええ、まあまあだったかしら。見せて見せて。90点台ばっかりだ。というか100点が何個もある。高島さん頭いいもんね。そういうわけじゃないけれども、一応勉強だけはしているから。それがすごいよね。私なんて勉強しても全然ダメだもん。高島さんって成績もいいし美人だし家も金持ちだしさ、なんで北高にしたの？ここが一番近かったし。
Every single time, man. Every single time. Maybe it works for dudes, but like I know it works for something like fucking basketball. Sorry, I remember the particular sports anime when asked why they decided to play basketball for that school. It was because it was close to my house, and he's supposed to be their ace player. Anyway, continue.
それ一度言ってみたいセリフだよね。私なんて相当勉強してやっと北高受かったぐらいなのにさ。私もそれなりに勉強したわよ。それなりの勉強で学園トップクラスの成績じゃね。それこそ漫画の世界みたいに毎度上位成績者を張り出したら常連なんだろうね。そんなことはないと思うけれど。
Kita High is fairly academics driven, so good grades are enough to give you some status. And my family were pretty well off at that time too. At the time, okay. So I was able to live in this fairly normal life without issue. It was a peaceful and tranquil everyday, surrounded by friends and with kind teachers. But that sort of daily life came crumbling down so easily. Oh, it's been a while since we've seen some CG like this. When I came home from school, the normally neat and tidy living room looked like it had been ransacked by a burglar.
どうした？
ヒロ君は学校から直接タクシーで東京駅に向かったわ。
東京駅？どういうこと？
私の実家に帰るわよ。すぐに。
なんで？まだ1学期始まったばかりだし、連休にはほど遠いし。
ここにはいられないの。私たちまで犯罪者の一族にされるわ。
Oh, damn. Here we go. Because they did mention that Zakuro was involved with the Yakuza. Oh, shit.
犯罪者の一族？
そのままの意味よ。お父さんが横領で捕まったの。
横領？なんで？うちそんな生活が苦しかったの？
そんなわけないじゃない。女ができて使い込んでいたのよ。
いくらぐらいなの
？2億円は超えているって話だわ。
Damn, son.
2億円？そんなお金を何に？知
らないわよ。明日には新聞に載るわ。今晩にはこの家を出ないと大変なことになるからね。
今晩中？でも私
学校は転校よ。ここからはもう通えないから。で
も
But that was just my honest reaction. I had lived here since I was born. This is the place I was raised in. I love this house. I just couldn't accept it. Having to leave it all behind.
悪いことしたのはお父さんだけなのでしょ。それにそれだって罪を償えば私たちには関係ないことじゃない。
うるさい。残りたいなら残ればいい。私は今夜中に出ていくから。
She was nothing like the mom I knew. It was like she was a completely different person. But after that, I came to know what she was really like. My dad had indeed embezzled assets. I have no idea what he used the money for. The news didn't really elaborate on that either, but it was probably for some woman, like Mom said. I spent the night at home looking over all that. Mom said the media would come to the house by morning, but nothing like that happened. What came instead was,
母親いるか。
誰ですか？
the man kicked the slightly ajar door open and came in. I involuntarily fell backwards.
誰ですか？警察呼びますよ。
His gaze was incredibly terrifying. One of his eyes glared down at me, while the other didn't even move.
呼びたければ呼べばいいさ。お前がいらないことをすればするほど自分を苦しめるだけだ。
A few others came in behind him. I couldn't move a muscle. I just sat there staring at the man with a fake eye.
おらい、名刺だ。
He handed me something that looked like the business
田
card.
所組。田所総司。
Takashima. Oh man.
ヤクザなのですか？
零細だがな。まあ少数制ってやつだな。それで母親は？
母は実家に帰りましたけど。
実家ね。そっちに先に向かわせた連中曰く、お前の母親は実家には帰ってねえって話だぞ。息子はいたらしいけどよ。
でも確かに実家に帰ると言ってました。
ったく、夫も夫なら嫁も嫁だな。まあ生活レベルを下げられなかった的なやつか？
どういうことですか？
お前の父親は横領で捕まったが、母親もうちに大層な借金してるんだよ。
What the fuck, man? Both her dad and mom are so messed up, man.
お母さんが借金を？
It was in that moment I realized why she was in a hurry. Dad's embezzlement was the least of her problems. The real reason she tried to run was because of her own debt.
まあバブルが弾けたって言っても、数年前までは調子が良かったんだろうな。だが山王証券が潰れたしな。本来なら生活レベルを下げるっていうのは普通だろ。
でも新しい職場でお父さんはそれなりの地位で。
バカか。経営者と一般従業員じゃ全然収入が違うだろう。
けど関連会社で部長職だったって。
お前いつの話してるんだ。そんなのすでにクビになってるぞ。というか全く子供には自分たちの状況を説明してなかったんだな。
I don't remember much after that. By the way, just a comment. I'm already liking the Zakuro's route before more than the Tsubahime route for the reasonable aspect of things. Like you totally understand way better why things fall into place instead of like whatever the fuck happened in Zakuro's route in Tsubahime. Oh, because it hinged in Tsubahime, it really hinged on like her involvement with Kimika or something. But whatever. It's I think it's more of a preference thing, I guess. My current comment, at least. Anyways, continue. Everything this Yakuza man said seemed to be true. My dad had apparently lost his job a few times and ended up working in accounting. But it would have been impossible to keep up our current lifestyle with what he was earning. And that was why we needed to lower our living standards. Right after that, the house went up for auction. None of my relatives on either side let me live with them. I didn't know why. No, I knew exactly why. They probably sold me off. They sold me off to this man. My mother, my father, and all my relatives had abandoned me. They had sold me to the Yakuza to pay for their debt. Damn, son. The view of the school building hasn't changed at all from those days. But I, on the other hand, am completely different. How many more customers have I served since then? All the money I've gotten from that went to the Yakuza. There was none left for me. I enter the classroom and sit down. No one says a word to me as I do so. No one meets my gaze. In the school, I might as well not exist. The classroom is bustling with people as usual. But in the midst of all of them, I have only my thoughts to keep me company.
学校なんてやめればよかったのかな。そうすれば今よりマシだったのかもしれない。
No, it's too late to consider that now. Where could I have turned back? I'm always thinking about that. But that's not something I'll ever be able to answer. There were times where I wish I had never been born at all.
Yo, Takashima.
Ozawa comes to my seat. He's a half-price customer, and the most violent and unpleasant of them all. But he knows I'm a prostitute. So, I need to do everything he says.
今日も頼むぜ。
I cast my eyes downward in silence.
ケツの穴は気持ちよかったが？
I pretend he didn't say that.
ああ、返事は今日もやってやるからな。
はい。
わかりゃそれでいいんだよ。じゃ、放課後待ってるぞ。
I couldn't say anything to him after all. The truth is, I don't let anyone touch my ass. But thanks to this guy, I guess it's an option now. He violated it, so it's a commodity now. I could get some extra money for it elsewhere, but as far as he's concerned, it might as well be free. I wish he'd just drop that. Ozawa leaves with a sneer, but before reaching the door, he speaks to someone a few seats down.
よー、バカタク。
小沢さん。
なーにビビったんだ？
いや、その。
俺とお前は友達だろ？
それは。
だからよ、友達のよしみで。
その昨日も貸して。
昨日は昨日じゃん。今日は今日じゃないか。違うかい？何黙ってるんだよ。おい！
あ、ごめん。小沢さんにいつまでお金貸さないといけないのかな。
ああ、なんだと？まるで俺が金返さないこと前提みたいな言い方じゃねえかよ。いや、
ごめんなさい。なんでもありません。
うだうだ言ってねえで、とっとと出せばいいんだよ。
I think it was Mamiya. He's always having his money taken. That's his money that goes toward Ozawa fucking me. I don't know what's going on between them. But I suppose this is society's true nature. The world's true nature is exploitation of the weak so that the strong can live better. Up until recently, I was in existence that hadn't been taken by the strong. But if you fall once, it's over. Savanna herbivores are surprisingly strong. A zebra's kick can seriously injure even a lion. That's why lions search for weak prey. Healthy herbivores pose a risk to them. A sick or injured animal, on the other hand, is weak. Even an animal that could normally never be brought down like a giraffe could easily be killed by a pride of lions if it were sick or injured. What I mean to say is, I'm weak prey. I'm just weak prey waiting to be eaten by predators. I'm no longer the me from those days. Just a person who had its all stolen away.
Takashima って言ったよな。
I jump at that whisper. I raise my head. Standing there is another classmate of mine. I think his name is Minakami. To be frank, I don't like this guy either. A few years back, he got into a fight with Ozawa.
なんでしょうか。
あいつとよくいるのを見るんだけど。
Points at Ozawa.
そうなのですか。
昔の連れでさ。今は疎遠なんだが。
はい。
I zone out. There's no need for me to talk to someone like him about someone he used to know.
最近あまりいい噂を聞かないんだ。よく授業をサボって校内を徘徊しているし。
Wait, rumors? My pulse rapidly quickens. What rumors? No. Is what Ozawa's making me do already becoming a rumor? Oh man, I think both Yukito and like Otami don't even know the extent. They only know that the guy just skips class and all that shit. I got a feeling everyone else doesn't even know at all. They only know that they skip class. Anyway, it happens then.
噂って何ですか？
あいつあまり品の良くない連中とつるんでいる。
品が良くない連中と？
もし付き合っているとかなら申し訳ない。ただあいつは薬物をやっているという話とか聞くし、高島も何かあいつに脅されているとかないかなと思ってさ。
So that's what he means.
そんなことないですよ。
And of course, Yukito gets to live a very naive life. He'll just believe it, man, without like, deeper concern. What does this guy want prying into this? Does he think he's some kind of hero? It's just unpleasant. You getting involved isn't going to change anything. Well, that was just a small part of my problem. The essence of it is much bigger than him. If what he's doing to me gets out, everything about me will also get out, and I'll be expelled. Everything I protected up until now will all go to waste. Your self-centered righteousness is no more than brute force. If you pry into this, and it all gets made right, all that'll be waiting for me on the other side is an even greater hell. Alright. I understand her logic.
けど小沢とよくいるみたいだからさ。
そんなことないですよ。いつも私があの人といたとかないですし。
いやすまん。そんならいいんだ。昔の知り合いだから少し気になってな。なんか関係しているのなら少しばかり聞いてみたかっただけだ。ない
ですから。
When they speak more empathically, Minakami goes back to his desk. I can't stand the thought of being close with others anymore. It's just a nuisance. Come to think of it, that guy's pretty close with Wakatsuki, though she's close with everyone. Someone like her, who doesn't pry and just talks to me normally, is always welcome. Right now, I feel most comfortable around those who still keep a certain distance.
欠席している人は手を挙げていませんね。それでは授業を始めますよ。では教科書150ページ。前回はバロア朝第10代のフランス王アンリ2世がメディチ家出身のカトリーヌ・ド・メディスを王妃としたという部分まで説明したと思います。
Class begins, and I take out my notebook. I couldn't care less about class right now. I used to love history, especially Western history. During a family vacation in France, I got to see the wonderful Notre Dame Cathedral, said to be a masterpiece of early Gothic architecture. Oh man, it's been a while since I went to France. Anyway, there were many historic buildings along the banks of the Seine River, but the Notre Dame Cathedral stood out as being exceptionally beautiful. LA was also wonderful, and exploring the old castles of Germany was fun too. We went to Europe a couple of times, and that was where my interest in history came from. Man, she really is loaded. Until everything went crashing down, at least. But now I got no interest in it at all.
カトリーヌ・ド・メディシスとアンリ2世の息子がシャルル9世。バロア朝第12代フランス王となる。
While jotting down notes, I fairly think about some weird things.
カトリーヌ・ド・メディシスとシャルル9世か。
After class, I take out a book from the library. It's a completely absurd book, but I remember being pretty scared of it as a child. The book foretold the end of the world in July of this year.
ノストラダムスの予言か。
I flipped through it while nibbling on some bread. I don't know French, man, so I'm not gonna read that.
1999年7の月、空から恐怖の大王が降りてくる。アンゴルモアの大王を復活させるために それ以前とそれ以後、マルスが最高の形で君臨するだろう。
I can't tell if the previous line was the translation of the current line. Because if it is, then damn, Zakuro's damn, that fall for grace.
これが世界の終わりの詩なのか。
This poem I was so frightened of as a kid, pal, doesn't seem scary at all now. Rather, if everything were to come to an end like this poem says, I'd have nothing to think about. I wouldn't have to think about where I went wrong anymore. How wonderful that would be. I put the cold, half-eaten loaf of bread back in the bag. As usual, I'm not hungry.
なんでこんな本借りたんだろう。
It's simple, really.
昨日、自宅に投函されていた手紙は手違いじゃなかったのかしら。宛先もなく、私宛てだとも書いてなかった。だけど、そもそも消印すらなかった。直接、あの手紙は私のアパートに投函されていたのだろうか。
If that's the case, it was either a prank or some junk mail
け
scam.
ど、
What a fuck! I wanted to read what it said. I wish I took the time to look at the image. Anyway, I let out a sigh beneath the blue sky. One of my problems will be dealt with tomorrow. Which do they mean? There's so many around me that I have no idea what it might be talking about.
私なんて存在が生まれたことそのものが不幸だったかもしれないし。
I stand up and head back to the school building. The world's ruined. Just the words themselves are fascinating to me.
疲れてしまったようね。
It's a ridiculous delusion. Maybe the strange letter weakened my spirit.
私の不幸なんて何一つも解決しないわ。
What the hell? What the hell was that? Well, I know that from Super Heavy, but like, I'm surprised it randomly showed up. What just? I thought I saw something for an instant.
幻覚。本当に疲れすぎてかしら。
This time, both an image and sound jointly flash in my head.
何？これは何なの？
What was that? I look around. The classroom is completely silent. The teacher is standing at his desk.
授業中。私、いつ教室に戻ってきたのかしら。
It seems like my memory is a bit fragmented from the headache.
大丈夫？これ疲労というかストレスで少しおかしくなったかな。仕事減らしてもらわないと。
Look over the window to try and get some fresh air. Something passes by it. At that moment, I'm sure I see that face. His face contorted in fear. A girl screams.
誰か飛び降りたぞ。
A boy shouts. Who?
本当かよ。
え？どうしたんだよ。
誰かが空から落ちてきた。影が窓を横切って。
マジ？
どこどこどこ？
Everyone forms a crowd by the window. It looks like they're having fun. But I understand. This is just that kind of place. As long as it doesn't affect themselves, they're entertained by any kind of accident.
今の表情は
I've never seen such expressions in them before, but I'm probably right. I'll look down from the window. I can't see the person's face, but I know that's Ozawa.
おい、あいつ小沢じゃないか。
そうだ、あれは小沢だ。
なんで小沢くんが飛び降りたの？
なの知るかよ。
Well then, I guess some things really do come true. The man lying in a bloody pulp down there is indeed one of my problems. I've always wanted to get rid of him, but I would never thought he'd die in such a gruesome manner. And I saw his face in his final moments. He flew past the window, so really it was only for a second, but wasn't it such a comical expression? Is that what happens when your face contorts in fear? That's...
おい高島、不謹慎だぞ。
すみません。不謹慎ですよね。そうですよね。わかります。わかりますよ、先生。
高島、見に行こうぜ。まだ生きているかもしれないし、助けてやらないと。
いや、あれ散らばってるの脳だろ。生きてないだろ。
とりあえず見に行く。俺も。お前らちょっと待て、今は授業中だぞ。
Chaos dominates the classroom. A gruesome corpse fell from the sky to release them from this boring class. They were all thirsty for something like that. A release from this suffocating daily life. It's like a cage, this classroom. Wait, let me. One of your problems will be dealt with tomorrow. One, but then I... Yeah, I wish I could read the letter behind, like, the envelope. Anyway, for me, all that is enough. All that is enough to get rid of the headache I had up until just a moment ago. The classroom is silent. Lots of people have left to go see the body and decide to leave too. Did what was written in that letter come true? Did its prophecy come true? Or is it just a coincidence? If it were a coincidence, surely it wouldn't have wrapped up this nice and neat.
そういえば、手紙の終わりの方に会いましょうって書いてあったような気がする。
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it ended with a date, time, and place or something. I didn't really pay much attention to it since I felt sick halfway through reading it. Yeah, I need to go read it again and check, and then go meet whoever wrote it. Then I'll know if Ozawa's death was really a coincidence or not. The next thing I know, I'm standing on the rooftop.
多分落ちたとしたら、この辺りからかしら。
高島さん、
誰？
頭痛大丈夫？
何？なんでそのことを知っているの？
タイミングが悪かったから、いろいろなものに干渉してしまった。だから頭痛以外の何かがあったのなら謝る。
あなた一体何者？
私は音無彩菜。北高3年であなたと同じクラス。見たことぐらいあるんじゃないかしら。
見たこと？いや、あなたなんて。
No, that's wrong. For whatever reason, I felt like I've only just met her for the first time, but I'm sure I've seen her a couple of times before. She's a very quiet girl.
確かに見たことはあるけれども。
だったらそういうこと。私はこの学校の生徒。
それよりなんで私の頭痛のことを知っていたの？
具合が悪そうだったから。
いえ、違う。それ以外も私に何かあったのが干渉だとかなんとか言ってた。
困った。確かにそうは言ったけど体はない。
あなたもしかして。
Didn't the letter say something like this? In my past life, I was a warrior battling against an arch enemy, and that arch enemy is being revived at this very moment.
私の前世の敵なの？
違う。
その答えがおかしいわ。普通だったら今みたいなことをいきなり言われたら驚くはずだわ。なのにいきなり否定できるなんて、あなたはおかしい。
違うから違うと言ったまで。
前世の敵が何であるか聞かないの？
興味がないから。
そうやってどいつもこいつも私を捨てていった。私をそうやって見捨てていったんだ。お前たちが。だから私の存在は空虚になった。
そうなの。大変なのね。
何？その言い方。だったら私は終わらすんだ。この世界にとって意味のない私の生を終わらせる。私はこの世界からこぼれ落ちたんだ。底辺という取り返しのつかない場所まで生きる意味すら与えられない。本当に底辺な生き方だ。 ならば私の性に意味があればだからそれを手に入れる。
そのために死ぬことになっても終わらない世界に意味を与えて世界を終わらすの？小説にエンディングがあることにより登場人物に意味があるように世界にエンディングを作って自分に意味を付け加えるの？
うるさい。あなたなんかに何がわかる？私は死ぬんじゃない、世界を救うんだ。私死ぬなんて一言も言ってないし考えてもいない。なのにあなたは
Well, I just gave her an idea. I planted an idea that might blossom one of these days.
あなた何なのよ。
だから音無し綾菜であると、
やっぱりあなたは私たちの敵なのね。世界を滅ぼそうとする悪魔どもなのね。だから私を惑わそうとしているんだ。私はあなたなんかに騙されない。
否定はしない。世界を滅ぼそうともしていないし、悪魔と言われるものでもない。ただあなたを狂わせた原因に関連するかもしれない。原因とは人が結果と結びつけるために編み出した。それを私は否定はしない。やっぱ
りお前は敵だったのか。
Wait, I'm a little confused because I felt like the shift from sanity to Zakura's current state is kind of sudden. I mean, it's reasonable to me, but something doesn't click. But that may be related because of your madness, because is the wisdom people invent with results. Okay. I run. I need to escape from the demon's grasp. Osawa certainly died because the prophecy came true. That's right. The prophecy in that letter was right, meaning I was a warrior fighting to save the world. That was why that Watanashi girl stood in my way to stop me, her sworn enemy reincarnated. But right now, I still can't win against her. Okay, our big problem right now is we don't know who sent that letter, and that letter was written in a way that made Zakuro really suspicious and all. Enough to not only just believe it, but also like I don't know, man. I've lost all my power. That's why I need to go meet them. I need to go meet my allies. Otherwise, something awful will happen. The letter. Where did I put it? Oh, I threw it away. I didn't take out the bins today, right? Found it. Thank goodness.
そしてあなたと会うことになります。絶対に。
Let me read this. One of your problems will be dealt with tomorrow. Then I absolutely must meet you. I'll be waiting for you at the monument in front of the station at 4 p.m. on the 11th. Yeah, I guess it's 11th. I'm certain you will be there because this is fate after all. So I'm sure you'll immediately know which monument I'm talking about.
11日の AM11 時に
Oh, 11.
とある駅前のモニュメントで待ってます。あなたは必ずここへ来ることができます。だってこれは決められた運命なんですから。どの駅のモニュメントかすぐにわかるでしょう。わかる。多分繁華街のロータリー前の小道にある彫刻のことだ。なんでわかるんだろう。手紙を読んだ瞬間にあの場所が思い浮かんだ。それにしても
The 11th's tomorrow, right? What a relief. Just a little longer, and it would have been too late. I think finding the letter like this may also be the work of fate. And order. I mean, if it weren't, I'd thrown this out with the trash. There's no mistaking that everything written in this letter is the truth. Does that mean I really was a warrior fighting to save the world in my past life? Me, a warrior fighting to save the world. Yes, I must be. That eerie sky I saw must have been my memory. That's why the demon Otonashi appeared before me. Everything lines up.
私は前世で世界を救う戦士だったことを証明するために仲間とは会わないといけないんだ。
Okay, just to comment on my current disposition about this chapter. The earlier part was like, I really liked it better than the Subahibi counterpart, but I like Subahibi's approach on her descent to madness. So far here, it feels like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I prefer Subahibi's descent to madness. The meeting spot mentioned in the letter was probably here, but
それらしい人はいないみたいだけれども、少し早く来すぎたというのはあるかしら。
I look at my watch. About 30 minutes before the time in the letter. While absentmindedly thinking about it, I see a girl in a Kita High uniform looking this way. Instinctively, I try walking the other direction. For some reason, she comes closer. Is she one of my allies?
高島さくら先輩ですよね。は？ええ、そうだけど。あなたは北高の生徒です。なぜこんな場所に立っているのですか？放課後などでもよく先輩を見かけます。
Ask her Todokoro. Wonder what her dad's doing right now. Or what her dad did. Those few words are enough to send me into a cold sweat. What's with this girl? Why is she saying this all of a sudden?
今まではあえて接触しないようにしてたんですけど、担当直入に聞きます。高島先輩はここでいつも売りしてますよね。何のことですか？いきなりで驚くのはわかります。けど昨日みたいなトラブルがあるとあんまり悠長なことも言ってられなさそうなんで。昨日のトラブルって？すみません。無礼を承知で聞いてしまいますが、田所組の構成員と高島先輩は
My face goes white as the sheet.
田所組？何のことかしら？
The Tadakoro family. The Yakuza group that have sullied me to this point.
とぼけます？いや、だったらいいんですけど。だったらいいってどういうことかしら？今はただ売りさせられているだけですけど、このままだと高島先輩間違いなく遠行ビデオ出されますよ。遠行ビデオ？売り合っているこの様子を全部ビデオに撮ってそれを裏で流通させるんです。そうなったら今の生活もできませんよ。あなた何者なのですか？いきなりそんな失礼な話。ああ、そんな怒鳴らないでください。目立ちますよ。
I look all around me. We may be in the middle of a busy street, but I guess I must have raised my voice pretty loud. There are people glancing over here.
それわかりますよ。いきなりお前は何者だよ状態ですよね。だとしても早めに高島先輩に接触しておきたいと思いました。うまくいけば先輩の状況を好転させられると思います。自分の素性も名乗れない人間が変な言いがかりやめてくれないかしら。わかります。怪しいのもわかります。ただ今の状況からならモデルの仕事とかの方が儲かるし安全だと思います。モデル？いきなり雑誌のグラビアは無理としてもイメージビデオに出たりぐらいな感じな。イメージビデオ？
Imagine. That's what they call it. Imagine video. I know. I already know this trick. Words like that are what sold me like this in the first place. There's no way I could fall for words like these at this point.
アダルトビデオに出た方が儲かると言いたいのですか？どうせ そのうち遠行ビデオを撮られて晒し者になるぐらいだったら。違います違います、アダルトビデオじゃないです。私のつてで芸能事務所を紹介できるんで、今の状況と照らし合わせて考えてもらえないかと。
You know, this is giving me a little bit more light about Yasuko. Considering, okay, so you guys, if you're purely just watching this from my whatever uploading versus reading the VN. So in chapter 2, we already got an idea. Yasuko was, well, when all the shit that has happened in Takuji's cult has happened, you know, the rape train and all that sort of thing. And they were planning to do something with Kotomi, and Yasuko was actually kind of protecting Kotomi from being raped by any of the other guys, and she was kind of protecting Kotomi to some extent. I mean, by the end of the day, Yasuko did something to Kotomi, right? So, but still, there's this now when we see Yasuko talking. When I see Yasuko talking like this, I really remember. There's a certain side to Yasuko about like helping other people, but like I don't know, in some kind of way. Although, you know, I don't know, man. Let's just continue. It's another thought that I just randomly had.
その芸能事務所というのがいかがわしいビデオを撮る会社なのでしょう。そりゃ少し小さめの水着とか着るかもですけど、ごく普通のモデル事務所です。18禁みたいなビデオに出されるわけじゃないですよ。そんな話を信用しろと。そもそもなぜ面識もないあなたが今いきなりそんな話をしてくるのですか、この路上で。あ、そんな敵意むき出しで睨まないでくださいよ。確かに信用できないのは分かりますし、そもそもヤクザの名前出しておきながらこんな話出すとか普通じゃないのも分かります。だから少しだけ頭の片隅で考えてくれると嬉しいなぁと。冷静になって考えればどっちが得か分かるはずですから。
I say nothing. The trick is exactly the same as one of those damn Yakuza use. It all started with just them telling me to give a foot massage. You know, one of Yasuko's mistakes is that she didn't start the conversation, you know, putting herself in a position of vulnerability, and that makes her believable or whatever. I actually don't even know if Yasuko's actually helping her out here, considering what her last name is, and we can only go off from the fact that how she dealt with Kotomi in the last chapter, that she might be doing something good here. She might be, but we don't know yet. She might actually just be fulfilling whatever her last name is getting her to do. I actually don't know. We'll see. Wait, actually. Wait, I'm a super dumbass. I forgot her last name was Yokoyama. Yokoyama. What the fuck? Wait, give me a second. Fucking stupid, man. Yeah, Yokoyama. Okay. I don't know why I thought her last name was Takashima. Oh well, that's at least I good thing I caught that before I made a further mistake. Okay, so this is really this really makes her more suspicious then. Like, what's her connection with the Yakuza? But I'm given the impression that she is sort of connected. Like, she could be related in a way, but I don't know. Let's continue. But in reality, they always meant for it to be much more than that. It's strange she approached me when she knows there's Yakuza behind. I'm sure you'll realize which one is better for you once you cool off. It's a threat. I know your secret. You'll realize which is better for you once you cool off, whenever you listen to me or not. Her words make it seem like I have a choice, but in reality I don't. A threat. I experienced this threat under the guise of a choice many times before. This woman is trying to degrade me even further than I am now. It'll move from merely becoming an object in front of a few dozen customers to an object in adult videos for hundreds to see. You mean thousands, but anyway. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I mean, anyway, or something along those lines. I keep glaring at her in silence.
そんな顔で睨まないでください。本当悪いようにはしませんから。少し考えて気が向いたらこのピッチに電話かけてもらえますか？
She forces a scrap of paper with her number written on it into my hand, and then simply disappears into the crowd. She doesn't even give her name, so that's, you know.
本当にあれは何者なの？それよりも。
This is pretty bad. Someone at Kitahai knows about my work. He even knows that I'm connected to the Yakuza. If that gets out, I'll be finished. Is it really all right to just leave her be? If I don't do something, there's a high chance I'll be screwed. Ideally, he'll be out of the picture completely like Ozawa. It's kind of interesting that Zakuro thinks all too hard about protecting her image in life and as a student or whatever. But it's not that easy. Maybe I missed out something when I was reading this earlier. Anyway, what do I do? What can I do? Isn't this bad? It's bad, right? What do I do? What do I do if this gets out at school? This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. What am I going to do? It's useless. I'm just going around in circles. All I'm doing is panicking. I can't even think straight when it comes to this.
Takashima, Zakuro さんですか？誰？高島ザクロさんでしょ？そうですけど、あなたは？
Is she with that girl from earlier? Although she's not wearing the uniform.
私、筑川宇佐美と言います。筑川宇佐美さん？それよりも、やっぱり場所、わかったんですね。ということはもしかして、あなたが手紙をくれた？はい、緑川学園の筑川です。
This girl is one of my allies from the previous world. She doesn't look like anything more than an ordinary girl. I was expecting someone more.
普通の人でがっかりしました？あ、むしろネクラな感じで残念でしたか？
Ah, did she just read my mind?
もしかして今私の心を読んだのですか？違いますよ。前世の記憶が戻っただけで力はちゃんとは戻っていませんからね。だとしたら今のはあなたの顔に書いてありましたから。
Do I really look that disappointed? That's kind of embarrassing. But she just read my expression, not my mind. Meaning, she really is just a normal person.
ここに来てくれたということはあなたも前世の記憶を取り戻したということでしょ？いいえ、まだ。ただ手紙を見て気になって。まだ記憶が戻っていないのですか？いえ、記憶らしきものは少しだけ。少し？はい、空から大きなまがまがしいものが降ってきて。それは春めきだ。うん？
Another girl is there.
あゆみちゃん。
Is she also an ally?
紹介しますわ。この方は水尾あゆみちゃん。はじめまして。あゆみちゃん、この方が私たちの仲間の高島ザクロさん。こんにちは。
Mizuo's cheeks are red. She's fidgeting nervously.
あゆみちゃんは口下手だから。そうなんですか。まあ、私も同じようなものですよ。そうですか？高島さんはかなりちゃんとハキハキお話できるように感じますが。そうですね。昔はそうだったからかもしれません。さっき言ってた春めき度って何ですか？あゆみちゃん、ザクロさんはまだ完全には頭リバースをしていないみたいなの。
Brain reverse? What's that? I never heard that name before.
どうしたらいいと思う？
The two of them are talking about something.
どこにしよう。そこがいいわね。ザクロさん、場所を変えませんか？は 別に大丈夫ですけど。こんなところで話すのもなんですし。
The place to follow them is none other than the Kitahai rooftop. It's not Building C, where Ozawa fell from, but even still, there are plenty of things I'd rather not remember here. Okay, why the hell are they there? Why did we come here? I want to get out of this place as soon as I
こ
can.
こはザクロさんにとってはとっても嫌な場所でしょうけど。どうして知っているんです？私は、私たちはあなたのことだったら全て知っています。
They know about that? That I was defiled by the man here every day? What do they know? What do they want knowing that? Are they the same as that woman earlier, just trying to force me into an even worse situation?
そんなに怯えないでください。私たちはあなたに危害を加えようとは思っていません。ただあなたに思い出してほしいだけなんです。そして私たちと協力してほしいのです。
Aid? Aid them with what?
お手紙に書いた通り、あなたと私たちは前世で世界の危機を救うために戦った仲間だったんです。
Allies. Chikukawa and Mizuo were my allies. Now that I think about it, back when I saw that big ominous thing descending from the sky, I thought I saw someone next to me. Could that have been these two? Yo,
私たちは200兆
I just
年
noticed the
前、
image.
もう一つの宇宙、アウタースペースにあるネブラ星雲のエロヒムロという星の住人でした。エロヒムロはとっても平和な星だったんですが、平和なあまりに人々は堕落していき、その心に悪しき心が宿り、大いなる災いを呼び寄せてしまったんです。大いなる災いは世界を終わらせようと悪しきものを放ったのですが、平和に慣れてしまったエロヒムロの者たちは戦おうとはしなかったんです。その時に立ち上がったのが私たち3人。私たち3人はそれぞれが戦士としての能力を持ち、称号を与えられていました。私が演じるリムーバー、あゆみちゃんが演じるナイト、そしてザクロさん、あなたは演じるアドバイス。
Advice.
私が
Okay.
演じるアドバイス。はい、あなたの能力は素晴らしいものでした。その力で私は何度も助けられたのですよ。私もです。
Imagine her power is that she's good at tactics and strategy. Because the name is Advice. Anyway, I'm Angel Advice. I say Chikugawa and Mizuo, Angel Remover, Angel Knight.
危ないわ、演じるナイト。
I was wounded saving her.
演じるアドバイス。怪我はない。エンジェルナイト。バカ、どうして私をかばって飛び出したりしたの？だって私たちは仲間じゃないの。エンジェルアドバイス。大丈夫、私は平気だから。早くあいつを。
This is a strange time for them to reach their Chuni phase, man.
分かったわ。
I'm excited for Takaji's route. It's gonna be full blown like this.
私の大切な仲間を傷つけるなんて絶対に許さない。世界の平和を守るためにもあなたを倒す。
Why? Why am I shouldn't have any memory of back then. I should have completely forgotten the memory, but I remember it like it were yesterday. The pain I felt, the joy I felt. Huh? Something is streaming down my face. Are these tears? Am I crying? I had tears rolling down my cheeks. They wouldn't stop.
思い出した。 そうあの時二人とも本気で私のことを心配してくれたよね。ザクロさん思い出してくれたんですか？少しほんの少しだけど映像が見えた。二人が傷ついた私をすごく心配してくれて。あれは岩の塔の戦い。そう岩の塔の戦いだったよね。少しずつ封印が解け始めているのよ。封印？そう私たちに世界の滅亡を食い止められた大いなる災いは転生した時の私たちの力を恐れて私たちに封印をかけたの。なぜその封印が解け始めているの？それは再びハルメキドか。ハルメキド？そう最終戦争メキドの丘の戦い。私たちは世界の滅亡を食い止めるために戦った。それは長い戦いで苦難の連続だったの。そしてついに終末の時ハルメキドを迎えてしまったの。私たちは戦ったわ。何度も傷つき倒れながら。そしてそのハルメキドから世界を救ったの。でも大いなる災いの力は強力で倒すまでには至らなかったの。大いなる災いはいつか必ず復活する。そう考えた私たちはさらなる力を得るために転生の道を選んだんだけど、復活する時に立ちふさがるであろうと考えた大いなる災いは私たちに封印の呪いをかけたの。だから私の記憶が未だ完全に戻っていない。もともとは私たちが自分でかけた前世記憶復元の魔術が頭リバースなの。頭リバース？頭リバースは前世での記憶を完全に復元できる魔法なのだけど、前世の記憶は前世の力と結びついている。だからそれが思い出せないと私たちは戦うことができない。でも再びハルメキドが起きるということは大いなる災いが来るということなの。
They both nod wordlessly in response.
だったらどうにかしないと。記憶はかなり戻ってきているのだけど肝心の前世の力は蘇っていないの。全く力がないってこと？いいえ、私もあゆみちゃんもほんの少しの力は戻っているわ。だから高島さんを見つけられたの。そっか、私を見つけてくれたんだもんね。でもなんで私だと分かったの？いつも夕方の街に立っていたから。
Those were my appointments.
繁華街ですれ違うたびに何か感じたの。あなたの表情は深い苦悩に満ちていたから。
I guess it did look pretty grim at those appointments, but she knew from just that.
多分あまりいい気分で立ってなかったんだと思うけどね。だからこそ私は分かったの。どういうこと？ハルメキドは封印以外の手も打ってきたの。頭リバースを封印しているとは言っても、もともとは互角以上で戦っていた私たちなのだから、そんな封印など何かきっかけさえあれば破られてしまう。頭リバースで記憶が蘇っても、私たちが世界を救うための力まで取り戻さないようにするために、大いなる災いは先兵を送ってたの。先兵を送っていた？先兵は人に取り付いて私たちに近づき、私たちに悪しき考えを植え付けようとしていたの。悪しき考え？ザクロさんは何度か考えなかった？世界が滅んでしまえばいいって。
I've thought about that over and over again. I thought that way until just yesterday. I even thought about killing myself.
あります。それはザクロさんだけのことじゃないの。私もあゆみちゃんも記憶が戻るまではそう考えていたの。
I see. So the great disaster was the source of my problems? It all makes sense. It makes more sense thinking about it that way. The reason I had to go through so much cruelty.
ザクロさん、心当たりはない？心当た り。そう、世界を滅ぼしたいと思うほど呪う原因を作った人たち。
Could it be my father who betrayed me, my mother who abandoned me, the Yakuza who cornered me, or the one who threatened me, Ozawa?
思い当たる節が多すぎるってかね。つまりそれらが大いなる災いが送り込んだ先兵よ。
I understand. It couldn't make sense otherwise. I had lived a perfectly ordinary life. I didn't want much, just to live in peace. And yet, I was doomed to a fate as if cursing the world. Tons of people had just ruined my life.
今さっきだって。今さっき？何かあったの？同じ学校の生徒が近づいてきて、私を今の運命から救う的なことを言ってきた。けど私は知っている。あの手口は私をもっとひどい運命に突き落とすためのものだ。あの女の言う通りにすれば、私はもっと世界を呪うことになるだろう。ビデオカメラの前で、みんなの前でセックスさせられるなんて、考えただけでほおぞましい。ザクロちゃんの気持ちわかる。何が？私の何がわかるの？そんな経験ないでしょ。私とあゆみちゃんも大いなる災いの手先に。
It happened to both of them too. Just like me, they were. Just like me? Just like me?
あゆみちゃんに対する性的暴行はかなりのものだったわ。それこそみんなの前でセックスさせられるなんて私たちは当たり前だった。そんなことをさせられていたの？ザクロちゃんが何をさせられていたかはわからないけど、多分私たちは同じようにひどい目に遭ってきたと思う。そう仕向けたのが大いなる災いなのだから。
Ayumi grabs my hand, and in that instant,
これは
Ayumi's memories pour into my mind. By the way, to describe what happened to Ayumi, since hopefully I did cut this out properly. Remember the scenes with Zakuro and Tsubahibi when she was with her two bullies with Kimika, and they asked, and they took a video of her diddling herself and all that shit. It's kind of like that. Then there was also the following scene that's like them in the motel, but they were still in school when they did that with Ayumi. They don't have the same the same fucked up scene in Tsubahime, if you know what I mean. Too bad for you dog lovers out there. It's not here. Anyway, let's continue.
いいの。悪いのはザクロちゃんじゃない。悪いのは大いなる災いなのだから。大いなる災いが。
That was why we'd all had to suffer. How else could you explain it?
大いなる災いは私たちが力まで取り戻すのを防ぐために力そのものを封印することにしたの。それが私たちの体に悪しき生を流すことだったの。生？それってもしかしてザクロちゃんも出されたのでしょ？汚らわしい液体。
I suddenly remembered the weird shit that happened in Takashi's route when he was doing it, when he was having his way with Ayana. That was so fucked up. Well, we know what exactly they're describing here. I mean, all of these girls were traumatized with what happened to them. そう、先兵たちは必ず私たちを犯すの。そして生を流し込んで私たちの力を封じ込めていたの。そんな理由であんなことをさせられていたの？でもこれも諸刃の剣だった。確かに生によって力を封印することはできたけど、逆に前世の敵の因子と接触することになるわけだから、
私たちはそれで記憶を取り戻すことができたという部分があるの。私も宇佐美ちゃんも犯された後に徐々に記憶が戻ってきた。もともとは知り合いじゃなかったんだけどね。なんか不良グループに一緒に侵されたことがあったの。一緒に？なんで？ザクラちゃんの学校は頭いい場所だからそんなことないんだけど、私たちの学校はあまり頭が良くない学校だったから、そういう生徒が多かったのよ。この辺りを縄張りにしているチームだったり暴走族だったり、そんな連中がつながっている感じだから、いじめ対象として連れ回されていた感じかな。偏差値が低い学校ってそんなにたくさん不良がいるの？私は未度学の夜間だから不良かオタクしかいないぐらいだったね。あゆみちゃんは女子校だったけど、ここもあまりいい場所じゃなくて、近所にある工業学校の男子とつるむ連中が多かったみたい。そうなんだ。
So what she's saying is that there were a lot of people like Ozawa. I had it hard enough with just him on his own.
確かに悲しい記憶だけど、そのおかげでザクロちゃんに会えた。そっか、そうだよね。
I understand now. These people are my allies. No, they're my true friends. To think that my true friends were waiting for me. I'm so happy. I've never been this happy before in my life. Yes. It was all for this moment. We were born to meet each other.
うさみちゃん、あゆみちゃん。
We embrace each other and cry. The tears of joy won't
と
stop.
ころで記憶が戻ったとして、私たちはまだ戦えないんだよね。
Usami wipes away the tears and starts talking. さっき大いなる災いが復活してハルメキドが近づいているって言ったでしょ。それを私たちは止めたいの。世界を救いたいの。世界を救いたい？そうなの。私は確かに悪しき心にとらわれて、何度も世界が滅んでしまえばいいと考えたわ。でもこの世界にも罪のない人間はいっぱいいるの。優しい人間はいっぱいいるのよ。 Kind people.
今日も天気いいね。いいことがあるといいね。
Wakatsuki. That's right. There's more than just bad people. I got to save her.
私は優しい人たちを救いたいの。救いたい。そうだよね。そうだよ。それが私たちの使命だよね。そうよ。そういう人たちを救うのが私たちの使命。
That's right. I'm warrior. What? I'm warrior? Is it? It's supposed to be like I'm a warrior fighting to save the world. What the hell? Anyway, if I don't do it, then who will?
それに悪しき者に取りつかれた人たちも元は人間。私たちが大いなる災いを倒せば元に戻るわ。
I see. If I save the world, they'll all go back to being kind people. Then why did he have to die? Shouldn't he have just been another person possessed by the evil? Then he shouldn't have had to die. He should have become a kind person once the world was saved. Why?
でも小沢は死んだ。ザクロちゃんを苦しめたやつは自滅しただけよ。確かにやつはザクロちゃんを汚すことで力の封印をしたんだけど、私たちの力は生半可じゃないの。一時に大きな力が逆流して致滅してしまったのよ。私を汚したやつも致滅したし。でも小沢は悪しき者に取りつかれただけで、もともとは優しい人間だったのでしょ。そう、確かに元は人間なの。でも悪しき者は悪しき心を持った人間とは相性が良くて、 取り付いたのが悪しき心を持った人間だったらどんどんと同化していってしまうの。そうなったらもう救えないのよ。
By the way, before I continue, there's this comment in my brain that the character designer for these two is specifically Skaji Sensei. Like, the art style is very you can tell the difference with Motoyon's art style versus like Skaji's art style. Like, this is like pre-Subahibi art style, man. I recognize it. Like, if you compare the art style between the character design of these two versus to Kotomiya, it's different, right? Like, but anyway, let's continue. I was thinking who was, because I just noticed the difference in character design styles.
それにもともと悪しき心の持ち主だったから当然の報いを受けたまでのことよ。私たちを汚しておいてただで済むわけないわ。そうよね。そうよ。あいつは報いを受けたんだわ。
Wait to continue a little bit more. It's like I'm reading H2O. It doesn't help because I have a figure of Hayami here in front of me right now. And my eyes are wandering a little bit and I notice, wait a second, this looks familiar. Anyway, let's continue. That's right. It was his just desserts. He was evil at heart, beyond saving. It was divine retribution. That's the only way you can put it.
でもどちらにしても私たちは力を封印されているじゃない。今の私たちで世界を救うことなんてできるの？力を戻す方法。あゆみちゃんの言う通り力。つまり次世代超能力という力を取り戻す方法はあるのよ。そのためにはスパイラルマタイという儀式が必要なの。
Yo, it's the spiral matai. You know what? I actually missed the weird table with all the scribbles. And then when Yuki went to investigate the Zakuro's table and she read the scribbles and whatever's written, then she read the word spiral matai. Anyway, it's a word that got stuck to me.
スパイラルマタイ。そう、スパイラルマタイ。この儀式を行えば私たちは次世代超能力を取り戻せる。でもこの儀式には勇気が必要なの。勇気？私たちはさらなる力を得るため、次世代超能力を得るために転生したのよ。ということはもう一度転生に似た状態、死ぬ寸前の状態、それがスパイラルマタイ。本当だったらザクロちゃんが完全に記憶を取り戻してからにしたかったんだけど、でも世界の滅亡の時、ビッグハザードは刻一刻と迫っているの。
Big hazard. Like the way my ears heard it, it was like big hazard. But I don't know, maybe the translation is literally like BICK. But anyway.
7月。
Did she just say July 20th? July 20th. That's just 9 days from now.
世界の滅亡ってそんな近くまで迫っているの？そうなのよ。1月20日がハルメキドの時、聖書に書かれているハルマゲドン、ノストラダムスの予言で言われている7の月、それが1月20日なの。
Destruction is coming in just 9 days. That can't be. I only just met my true friends after all this time. And now, in just 9 days, if no one does anything, then
いつその儀式をやるの？ザクロちゃん、やりましょう。スパイラルマタイ。いいの、ザクロちゃん。だってやらないと次世代超能力を取り戻せないじゃない。それに力を取り戻さないと世界が滅んじゃうんだよ。 もし滅んじゃったらみんなと会えなくなっちゃうんだよ。さくらちゃん、覚悟はできているわ。みんなと一緒だったらどんなことだってやり遂げれる。私たちはどんな時にでも助け合う仲間、そして本当の友達よ。ザクロちゃん。そうよね、私たちは本当の友達よね。結婚の日はいつにするの？あゆみちゃん、いつにした方がいい
Ayumi closes her eyes and
あ
thinks.
ゆみちゃんは星を読むことができるの。さくらちゃんを見つけられたのもこのあゆみちゃんの能力のおかげよ。ガンジーマンの星、ビルマンデの星に近づくとき、ザロボイの星、隠れエロヒムロの力、強い。そう、そんなに早く。
Ayumi nods without a word.
明日の午後6時42分にエロヒムロのエネルギーを強く受けられるの。その時にあそこの屋上で。
Usami points over at Building C as she says that. The rooftop Ozawa fell
そ
from.
の時にあそこでスパイラル魔体を行うのね。そう、明日の6時42分に鍵を用意しておかないと。そうなの？ついこの間私を犯した男があそこから落ちて死んだの。前まで自由に出入りできたのだけど今は閉ざされているはずだわ。どうしよう。大丈夫、私はあそこによく呼び出されていたから。あそこの鍵が職員室のどこにあるのか知っているわ。
Ozawa made me go take the key whenever the rooftop was locked. They're all hung near the door in the staff room, so it's surprisingly easy to borrow one.
任せて、儀式は必ず成功させるから。さくらちゃんは怖くないの？怖い？どうして？さっき言ったよね、頭リバースは死ぬ寸前の状態になるのよ。そっか、そういえばそう言ってたね。確かに怖いよ。でもそうしないと世界は救えないんでしょ。それにみんなと一緒だから。みんなと一緒だったら何があっても大丈夫。
Oh, the spelling of no matter. That matter. Where's the second D?
ザクロちゃん。
Was the QA sleeping during this chapter? What the fuck? Well, only this part. Only this part. There's like some spelling issues, but it's not like major or whatever. But it's they totally didn't catch those.
ザクロちゃん。それじゃあ明日の6時30分にここで。
Osami and Ayumi simply nod. They don't need to say anything.
私たちは本当の友達。何があっても一緒よ。
The reason I was born, the reason I exist at all. Today I found them. That's right. I'm a warrior. Will save the world. Alongside my allies. My allies. Or rather, my friends. My true friends. Osami and Ayumi. I finally found my true friends. Both in the world trillions of light years away. And in this current world. I've never been this happy before. I'm as happy as anyone ever could be. I wonder if anyone else has ever been this happy. I want to share this happiness with everyone. That's how I feel. Oh, okay, here. Let me look at the image a little bit more. Ooh. Why is Christ over there? The power of Christ. I saw it again. I just saw the end of the world. The world will end in 9 days. I just met my true friends. I can't let my happiness end so soon.
スパイラルマタイ。
Spiral Matai. Yes. So we complete the Spiral Matai. I'll recover my extra dimensional powers. And then I'll be able to save the world and be happy like this forever. I must save the world. That said, I wonder what my extra dimensional powers are like. Well, your name is Angel Advice. I wonder what that could be. Will I be able to shoot pink energy blasts from my hands? Like pew pew pew? Can I really save the world with something like that? No. It's gotta be something even more amazing. There's no way it's something boring like shooting energy blasts. Once I recover my power, I can save everyone. And they'll all become kind people. My mom, my dad, and everyone in my class. Before I continue, didn't she have like a younger brother? What happened to her younger brother? I totally forgot about him.
だから私はスパイラルマタイを成功させてみせる。
Well, she was thinking about saving someone. But it's like she totally forgot about her younger brother. Morning? Is it morning already? Whoa, that's bright. It's already morning. Today is the day I'm going to recover my power. The day I'm going to be reborn. I haven't felt this good in a long time. For a long time I didn't feel anything. I never knew the morning could feel so good. It feels so good. I had to protect this feeling. I had to protect this world. Day, I'll be reborn. I have a lot of time before we're supposed to meet. What should I do? Oh yeah. Doesn't Wakatsuki have club today? She's always as kind to me as she can be. I had to see her. Alright, let's go to the old pool first. Or let's go from top to down, I guess. There's no turning back now. I'm going to save the world. Gym? I'm sure Wakatsuki should be in the gym, but she's not here? Huh?
なぜあなたがここに？そういえば先兵は人に取り付いて私たちに近づき、私たちに悪しき考えを植え付けようとしていたの。
She's here to interfere with the Spiral Matai? Yes. That has to be it.
何をするつもりなの？あなたの企みなんか分かってるんだから、スパイラルマタイを邪魔するつもりでしょ。
一概に妄想とは言えない。多分多くの人間はあなたが見たもの、そして信じるものを妄想だと捉える。けれども確かに正しき星の並びによって我々はどの空間、どの時間にも存在ができる。それが大いなる災いであるかどうかは人が決めるものだろうし。
何が言いたいの？
高島さんに何かしらの影響を与えたのか、少し興味があってあなたが読んでいた本を私も借りてみた。
Otanashi Ayana takes out a copy of the Less Prophecy. You know what? I don't pronounce French. Let's just, you guys just know what it is.
1999年7の月、空から恐怖の大王が降りてくる。アンゴルモアの大王を復活させるために、それ以前とそれ以降、マルスが最高の形で君臨するだろう。これは予言の詩とされている。さて、この予言通りに1999年7の月に星々の並びによってつながった通路を通って古き神々がこの星にたどり着いたとする。ルルイエの扉が開かれて、この星で眠りについた旧支配者がよみがえる。予言ではマルスという軍神として書かれているが、実際のところ 彼らはそういうものではない。そもそもそれほど人間について興味があるわけではない。宇宙にある全ての魂を共有したものならば、それの対象が旧支配者であったとしてもわかる。あれは人に興味はない。ただ世界の法則が変わるのは確かだろう。その法則が君臨する世界を良しとするか、それは判断が分かれるだろう。
やっぱりあなたは大いなる災いの仲間なの？
私は仲間ではない。私は一にして善。私は全ての空間と時間において同等に音無し綾菜であるもの。
大いなる災いの正体は何なの？星の通路を渡ってくる恐怖の大王って何なの？
少しお板が過ぎたようです。今の発言は冗談ですよ。
Just a little Joden.
高島桜さん。
Just a little Joden. It's just a prank, bro.
そんなわけあるか！お前は大いなる災いなんだろ！
そうですね。あなたがそう思うのであれば、私は大いなる災いでしょう。
やっぱり私が次世代超能力を手に入れたら必ずあなたたちを倒してみせるから！
倒されないように注意しておきます。
With that, Otanashi Ayana slowly walks out of the gym.
やっぱり大いなる災いは迫っているんだ。
The Ayana in Subahibian during this encounter was like, oh, you're about to lead the wrong path or something like that. And something like, you know, if that's the path you chose, then whatever. But here she was like, I'll take care not to lose then. So she's a bit more I don't know how to describe it. Well, she was willing to push Zakuro here, so to speak. But anyway, I need to find Wakatsuki soon. I wonder if I can sense her with my power. Old pool. Let's go to the old pool. This boy. He was threatened by Ozawa just like me. I was. He stops in his tracks. Even though he's no more, this boy is still afraid. I'm not your enemy. I'm your ally. Yes, your ally. Who was this boy again? Mamiya. I can't remember his given name.
Mamiya-kun だったよね。
This boy was tormented by that evil person. But unlike me, he's just a normal person. That's why he's still afraid. He has such pitiful eyes. But it's all right now. I'm here to protect you.
間宮君、何をそんなに怯えているの？
別に怯えては。
そんなに怖がらなくても大丈夫よ。
だから怖がってなんて。
私が守ってあげるから。私があなたを守ってあげるわ。
Oh man, we're planting ideas in Takaji. I can't wait for his route, man.
たとえ20日に世界の終わりが来るとしても怖がらなくても。
何？
He looks at me with a puzzled expression. Maybe that's only natural. Anyone would find this strange if they were suddenly told it. But that ends today. Because when tomorrow comes, everyone will understand that I'm a warrior. And the meaning of my words. In any case, he isn't Wakatsuki. Where could she be? Maybe I should try my powers again. We know she's in the classroom, but we're gonna go with the school gate. No, that doesn't feel right. No, that doesn't feel right. Oh, they're gonna force you now. Delusion of choice.
こんにちは、若月さん。あれ、高島さん？今日って日曜日だよね。高島さんって部活やってたっけ？いいえ、部活はやってません。本日はちょっと用事がありまして。用事？ええ。それと 若月さんに会おうと思って参りました。私に何か相談事的なことかな？いいえ、ただお礼が言いたくて。お礼？若月さん、いつも私に優しくしてくれたじゃないですか。
Just giving her equivalent of "Don't go to school tomorrow" speech.
優しく？いやいや、私は普通に接しているだけで、お礼なんて言われると恐縮しちゃうよ。若月さん、謙遜しないでください。どうしたの高島さん。本当に今までありがとうございます。そんなかしこまって頭を下げられても。いいえ、そんないつまでも若月さんの優しさに甘えてばっかりだとダメですよ。そんなことないよ。もう決めたんです。決めた？はい。一体何を？今の私には若月さんに恩返しはできませんけど、私が本当の力を取り戻したら、そうしたら。本当の力って何？高島さん、本当にどうしたの？なんかいつもの高島さんじゃないみたいだよ。何か悩み事でもあるのなら相談に乗るよ。いいえ、今の私に何の迷いもありません。若月さんにはわからないかもしれませんが、今世界は滅亡の危機に瀕しているんです。滅亡？高島さん、何を言ってるのかな。でも安心してください。若月さんは私に優しくしてくれたから、私にいつも優しくしてくれたから、私が一番に助けてあげます。それが私の恩返しです。ちょっと何言ってるの？高島さん、何かあったの？高島さん変だよ。何か嫌なことでもあったの？お願い、何かあったのなら相談して。だって私たち友達でしょ。私ちゃんと力になるから。本当、若月さんは優しいんですね。だからそうじゃなくて。大丈夫ですよ。本当何でもないんです。突然こんなことを言われてびっくりしたかもしれませんが。高島さん、本当に何でもないの？はい、もちろん。そう。
Wakatsuki looks at me with a surprise on her face. I guess it's no use. You can't believe the end of the world is coming. But it's okay. I'll protect you. I survey the entrance to the staff room. I've got plenty of time. There are no classes today, so the teachers leave as soon as they can. Taking advantage of that, I manage to get my hands on the key. I look out at the sky from the window. The sun is beginning to set. Summer days are long, but still, dusk eventually comes, and night falls. Wait, sorry, that sound effect reminded me of Umineko for a second. We arrive at Building C's rooftop.
時間ぴったりだったね。
The moment I open the door, their expressions harden.
どうしたの？宇佐美ちゃん？今日は私たちが世界を救う力を取り戻す日じゃないの？なんでそんな暗い顔しているの？怖い。怖いの？
Usami starts crying out of fear. Why? Why is she so afraid? Why is she crying?
どうしたのよ？何を言っているの？だって死んじゃうかもしれないのよ。死ぬかも？
Die? Did she just say we might die? Why would we die? What does she mean?
どういうことなの？宇佐美ちゃん、私たちが死ぬわけないじゃない。
She continues to cry without answering.
スパイラルマタイ。スパイラルマタイ？
Spiral Matai. The ritual would recover our extra-dimensional powers. I heard we would have a near-death experience. But what kind of ritual is it exactly?
宇佐美ちゃん、スパイラルマタイって 具体的にはどんな儀式なのかしら。
She says, crying in fear.
泣いてないで教えてくれないかな。
I try asking softly, but she just keeps crying.
うさみちゃん、なぜ泣いているの？うさみ、泣いてたらわからないでしょ。私たちは世界を救うんじゃないの？ちゃんと説明して。私たちの次世代超能力を取り戻すためには死すれすれの体験をしなければならない。だからここから飛び降りるの。
Jump off? Off this building? Just like him? We had to fall from here? Just like he did?
そうするとどうなるの？そうすると地面につく瞬間に力が目覚めて前世の全てを取り戻せるの。地面につく瞬間。でも怖いの。だってここすごい高さじゃない。普通の学校の校舎ってここまで高くないのに、なんでここはこんな高いの？ここから飛び降りる。ザクロちゃん、大丈夫よ。うさみちゃん、なんで私たちが怯える必要があるの？私たちがあいつみたく醜く死ぬわけないじゃない。私たちは世界を救うための宿命の戦士よ。何を怯えることがあるの？絶対に死なんかありえないじゃない。でもやっぱりこの儀式やばいよ。いい？うさみちゃん、よく聞きなさい。私たちが立ち上がらないと誰がこの危機を救えるというの？でもあの時のように私たちが立ち上がらないと世界が滅んじゃうの。わかるでしょ？うさみちゃん、終末の時は近づいているのよ。見なさい、うさみちゃん。ほら、見えるでしょ？大いなる災いが降りてこようとしているのが、あの時もそうだった。あの時私たち3人は言ったわ。私たちは負けない。私たち3人が力を合わせる限りどんな不可能も可能にしてみせるって忘れたの？うさみちゃん、今ここで立ち上がらないと世界は滅んでしまうのよ。見えないよ、大いなる災いなんて。ちゃんと見なさい。いい？うさみちゃん、怯えは形のない怪物なの。心を惑わして悪い結果を呼び込むのよ。ここでもしひるんだら世界は破滅してしまうのよ。いいの？うさみちゃん、いい。世界なんて滅んじゃってもいい。私は死にたくない。
I slap her instinctively. My hand stings, but this pain is out of love.
私たちは死なないわ。なんでそんなこと言い切れるの？大体この儀式は単に漫画を読んでたあゆみちゃんが思いついたようなもので。思いつきなんかじゃない。それは私たちに与えられた能力よ。そんなのわからないよ。本当はどうだったかなんて、もしかしたら単に自分の置かれた辛さに耐えられないからこんなこと思いつく。痛い。やめて、さくらちゃん。やめて。
Oh man, she already went full schizo, man. They were ready to denounce their chuny ways, but then one of them really went full schizo.
恐れに飲み込まれるな。真実を見えなくする闇こそが恐れの正体なの。今さら何を迷っているの？私たちが出会えた奇跡こそが何よりもこの儀式が本物である証明じゃない。それとも私たちの出会いが偽物とでも言いたいの？そんなことないよ。そうじゃないけど。もう時間がないのよ。うさみ、戦って。あゆみちゃん、今何時？
Silently, she begins to back away. I grab her wrist and pull her back over to us. She's trembling. So, she's scared too. They're both afraid. Then I have to be strong. If I can't be strong, the world will be destroyed.
何時なの？6時40分。もうあと。
2 minutes. If we don't do this, we can't save the world.
今からスパイラルマタイをやるわ。待って。いや、少しだけ時間をちょうだい。
The two of them tremble and try to run away, but I hold them tightly by the wrist so as to ensure they can't. That's right. You can't run away now. This is our only chance.
2人とも怯えないで。
Why is Zakuro so unusually strong that she could hold 2 girls? What the fuck?
私がついているわ。大丈夫。安心して。私たち3人が一緒だったらどんな危機も乗り越えられたじゃない。だから絶対に死なないわ。
I drag the two of them along as I step over the handrail.
いい？今から飛ぶのよ。力を取り戻すために。世界を救うために。
Their trembling travels down into their hands. It's all okay. I'm right here with you.
いいわね。行くわよ。いやー。私も怖い。勇気を持つのよ。さあ、飛ぶのよ。
I pull on both of their arms and take a step into the air. The two of them try to hold their ground, but nobody can defy gravity. My body floats gently. Huh? Flying really does feel good. I feel as if I've become an angel or something. I look over at their faces. They're frozen in fear. Don't look so scared. We're about to be reborn. I had to welcome it with a smile. The roar of the wind and the screams overlap. The sky, filled with high-pitched noises, is like a world painted with music. I raise my head and look at the city. The city I used to harbor now feels dear to me. Now, it's almost time. The ground is getting closer. Soon, I'll regain my power to save the world. You great old ones sleeping around, I won't let you cry out. Those green, slimy vaults. That place, redolent of spheres and dimensions apart from ours. I can see them. I can see your vast, loathsome shapes that seep down from dark stars, lurking in the depths of the great door, within the great abyss that swallows light. Your tendrils penetrate across all space-time. At times, a monster. At times, a human. My soul has survived for countless millennia. That soul now resides within an ancient body. I am leaving the special proteins behind. There's the ground. Just a moment. Just one more moment, and I'll become an angel. Damn, son. All right, that ends Zakuro's route. The next route would be... Oh man, this is gonna be a good route. All right. So I'm gonna end the recording here. I will try to upload these two. I need to remove the suspicious scenes. I'll have dinner, then I'll start Yasuko's route, and hopefully I upload whatever I finish today or by tomorrow. We'll see. I want to actually start Yasuko's route by today, but upload, we'll see. But I'm gonna try to upload these two. Let me just remove the stuff and we'll be good. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next recording. Ciao.